Ed, no surprises here. Australians paying off a mortgage are the least confident cohort in the nation right now.
Yeah, this is the ANZ Roy Morgan Consumer Confidence Survey that comes out every week. And there are three cohorts. There are people that are paying off a mortgage, there are people that own a home, and there are renters. And the people that are paying off a mortgage are the least confident out of those three, followed by renters, followed by home owners. And that really makes sense when you think about the economic stories really that we've heard various different people, economists and politicians talking about over the past few weeks. We know inflation is falling, but it's not falling quick enough. So it means interest rates, not just in Australia, but around the world are going to be staying higher for longer. And that has caused consumer confidence to drop. This is what happened in the past week. You can see it's fallen a few points, and now it's at the lowest level since the beginning of this year, so lowest level since in 2024. But if we go to the next page, this is the key slide, which really shows confidence in future financial conditions in Australia, and that really plunged as well. So there's obviously a lot of people out there that are paying off their mortgages that are really concerned that they're going to be paying these higher interest rates for potentially the rest of this year until rates start to fall. So a lot of Aussies struggling on their loans right now. No, we're not really seeing any big mortgage delinquencies yet, Laura, within the major banks. But right now, it's clear that consumer confidence is very low across the country.
And it does just shows as well that the commentary and the analysis around what the Reserve Bank is or isn't going to do, and experts offering timelines, is almost as important to the economy as the decisions themselves, aren't they?
Yeah, look, everyone right now is very interested in hearing what the Reserve Bank's going to do, what the predictions are for Australia's economic growth, what's going to happen in the budget in 3 weeks' time. There's a lot of people looking forward to potential tax breaks or potential benefits. Businesses in the manufacturing sector are looking to get some tax breaks coming up as part of this Future Made in Australia program that the government's launched in the past couple of weeks. But yeah, I think this year we've started hearing regular press conferences from the Governor of the Reserve Bank, Michelle Bullock, and I think a lot of people have actually at least watched a few grabs from what she said and are paying more particular attention right now, because rates, they're at their highest level in 12 years, Laura, at 4.35%. There'd be a lot of Australians out there that would have potentially bought a house during 2020 when rates were at record lows, and they might have had a fixed rate mortgage, and now they're being hit with an interest rate of upwards of 6%. So there's a lot of people out there. This is front of mind for a lot of people across the country.
It certainly is. And shifting topics now, Sydney's Crown Casino will find out today whether it can keep its casino licence.
Yeah, so remember, they were found unsuitable to hold their casino licence about 3 years ago after a big inquiry into potential wrongdoing at Crown Sydney, at Crown Melbourne for that matter. They were then given a conditional licence to operate in 2022, and now almost 2 years later, we're going to get an update this morning from Philip Crawford, the head of the New South Wales Independent Casino Commission, and the expectation is he's going to give a response on whether they can keep their licence to operate in Sydney. Remember, a month ago, Crown Melbourne was given its full licence back by the Victorian gambling regulators. So now it's Sydney's turn. So that'll be at 11 o'clock. So I'm going to go along and speak to him, and we'll have the interview on Business Now this afternoon.
That Melbourne one was quite a media conference. Kept us on the edge of our seats for about 15 minutes. It was a very long statement. It was. So we'll see whether the same happens in Sydney today. Ed, thank you. Looking forward to that.